We live in times where we have the possibility to get seat time from the comfort of our living room. No way to get to the ring this weekend because the car isn't ready yet or the weather is gonna be terrible. No problem, since you can get seat time despite not being at the track. There's a reason Formula 1 drivers or ex-DTM champions like Bruno Spengler stand behind this idea and even drive themselves. In a way, we're able to get the ring or any track into our home, and thanks to laser scan technologies, some of these sims can prepare us to the most tiniest detail. Load up your own car and run a few sessions to see how things could potentially feel this weekend when you approach your track day. You will even learn to navigate your way out of parking to the ticket scan, because trust me, even there people get lost and it's good to know beforehand. Before you can dial down your real-life setup into the virtual car, it's good to know you have the right tools and devices to do so. So let's jump right into this and let me explain how you get any track into your own home. Because you and I don't want to end up in those YouTube channels, right?
No. Wait. Hey. Wait.
We have something to prevent exactly that scenario from happening. The way to solve this is a sim rig. So the beautiful people from SimLab, they partnered up with me to give me this beautiful sim rig. We definitely want to prevent ending up in those videos, to be exactly that guy.
Wait.
And therefore, I think we can learn how to deal with traffic on the ring or on any track and how to prepare in a proper way. But yeah, guys, I'd say let's go home and then we have a look, okay? All right. Like most things in life, preparation for things where you could potentially harm yourself by crashing or whatever is really important. Like you want to do your driver license on the street, I think you need to take some prep to really know what you're actually going into when going to a track day for the first time. And I want this rig to prepare me because I want to stay sort of like fresh at all times, right? While I'm not on the track, I can be in the sim. The moment that I will go on track, the awareness part, the traffic management part, it will be still fresh in my head. Now, is this a guarantee for you to definitely always be on the safe side? No, but I think you definitely, again, get something out of it. In my case, I have this beautiful rig here.
I'm bit stuck by a drip when I walk. I'm bringing pressure around when I walk. I try the G, told her walk. Yeah, I jump on these beats and I walk. Slide, keep on sliding, walk. Object, keep on down, I walk. Spin round, walk. Step down, walk. Haircut came with the sauce. Switch out on me, must be lost. ATB, Kodak, the boss. Take the paint, maybe it close. The bitch in here, she getting toast. But guess on my neck look like folks. I'm busting checks in the office. I play defense and offense. You get stuck on, I'm a demon, I throw crosses. Ran down with my vest on, no such thing as being too cautious. I took all my losses to the gym and then I charged it. Fresh out of prison, I'm already spinning the right back where I started.
Is this exact rig something that you will need? I'd say let's call Wallen and see what he thinks. So would you say that you need the P1X SimLab sim rig?
Absolutely.
Yes?
Don't even need to finish that sentence. It's mandatory if you're a serious sim racer.
Okay, well, alright. Is this why I won yesterday, you think?
Absolutely. It's just a major time buff.
Alright, okay. Thanks for the insight.
Thank you very much.
I have to thank you guys to make all of this basically possible. This is our first partnership of the channel, and yeah, if you guys happen to shop at SimLab, just use the referral link in my description and it's gonna support the channel. But either way, I'm already super thankful for this possibility, so yeah, thanks a lot guys. But let's drop back into the video. I think anything, right, and I'm gonna be honest with this, anything that will give you structural, support, anything that will make your setup more rigid and stops it from moving around, that's gonna be super important in my opinion. And does it need to be that pro gear that I have here? This is the most intense professional rig I personally ever had. And even with something, you know, smaller with not such big profiles, I was able to reach 4,800 I rating. All I needed was a rig, a sturdy rig, and a load cell. Now this gets me to the next point. Like in real motorsports and track days, this is gonna be a huge journey. It might even take you to a point where you're gonna take your own car to the track. Now, this is a very unique, personally tailored process, and I think you should get something that will definitely fit your budget and your needs. So don't listen to anyone saying something is mandatory, right? If something is not in your budget or something, you know, might not seem correct for your use. By the way, the same logic applies to car modifications for your track as well, but yeah. If you're a drifter or a track racer, get whatever you need for what you want to do. Inform yourself and then build your own opinion on what you want. Get what you need, right? Ignore everything else, but all of this, guys, it's a journey that you will need to enjoy and look back at and be like, wow, look where this got me, because that's how it was for me as well. We've made so many friends on this journey, made so many crazy decisions like buying a car, making it track ready, and building it the way we want to build it with the help of people we met on this journey, and some of them have even become our best friends. We start doing things ourselves, and even if a year ago we knew nothing about engines, here we now logging the boost after installing things on the engine ourselves. Seemed impossible a year ago, but now just another part of the process. To see that all the work pays off once you feel the improvements and see it on logs or on your lap times when you go to the track. The feeling of satisfaction and dopamine rush from succeeding something you thought was impossible. I had to build my own diffuser, and I was inspired by a 1M that I saw on Larry Chan's channel, and I just had to use fiberglass and mold it myself, and I definitely didn't think that was gonna be possible at all. To see it come to life slowly and slowly, for sure, was one of the best things and best experiences in my life. To be building something like this with my friends and with people I trust probably marks one of the best times in my life. And yeah, the car is nearly ready for the track. Just the baffle is missing. We installed the brake pads, the cage is in, the harness is in. Basically everything is ready for the track day summer. However though, I would like to go back into my living room right now, and first let's get back to the sim rig. Simlab, beehive, which looks super sick. Now this little thing will be turned into something much cooler. You might wonder, is all of this actually necessary just to, you know, prepare a little bit for a track day? And in my opinion, that's a pretty difficult question to answer. It depends on what you want to get out of it. And in my opinion, especially in the case of Touristenfahrten, Nürburgring, you are being thrown into a multi-class race, and you are being thrown into it as a rookie. Just go onto a race room if you only have a controller and drive a bit, and then see how to manage traffic and see what lines to take, how you're gonna act in certain turns on the inside line or the outside line. Don't underestimate this, because even in the sim, it's really difficult. And in real life, I've found it even more difficult, because when you're nervous, you don't see the GT3 RS coming or hear it. You don't hear it, you don't see it, you're focused on your line. You need to know how to manage through traffic. And in my opinion, a sim is really good at teaching you that type of awareness. You go into your track day with some sort of preparation. And I think that's also how a lot of incidents could be avoided if people just took a little bit out of the time of their day and, drove on race room, AC, anything. Even if you don't have a rig, you just use a controller and prepare yourself for your track experience. What is the kind of stuff I would recommend for you guys? So first off, you need some structure around your equipment. Let that be, a sturdy rig, whatever material. If your budget is very low, you can even build something yourself. But I think that your rig needs to be on something that is sturdy. As long as it's not flexing to insane amounts, it's fine, right? If you have a tiny bit of movement and your budget just doesn't allow you getting a aluminum profile rig, there's other options for you, but definitely make sure your pedals will not move, right? Your seat will not move, and your wheelbase should be sturdy, right? Everything should be mounted somewhere. And from there, I can only recommend you get a load cell pedal. Now, you don't need to go for the craziest, insane setup, because in my opinion, yes, this rig, like at the moment, it's insane, right? My rig is the way it is right now. I love it, but the thing that holds me back currently, because I've been driving on a load cell for so long, is the pedals. I definitely need to upgrade the pedals, because I cannot be consistent with pedals that have no resistance, right? There's no resistance, there's no load cell, there's no spring, there's no rubber. And that's not gonna help you if you want to be consistent. Sure, there are some people that are gonna be quick with this. I'm pretty sure there are some people, but not me, and probably not the average Joe, right? However, in my opinion, even the G29 pedals are alright. There's some resistance, and because of this resistance, you build up muscle memory. You know how much you need to brake into turns. All of this, if you want to go for the most realistic way of braking, you will get around 2,000 different answers from 2,000 different racing drivers on what is exactly realistic. And I have not played a sim yet where I had brake fade, or pedals also don't react to my brake failures or the brakes overheating and all sorts of stuff. You know, the pressure changing when your brakes are, you know, about to die. That's kind of cool. Would be kind of cool if there was something like that. If you guys maybe know, maybe let me know. I mean, now that kind of sounds interesting. Maybe an idea for people to get into. What are you guys currently driving? I'd be really curious. Or what is it that you guys want to get for yourself? Or is there a big goal for you to, you know, achieve a certain setup? Let me know. I love when you guys share your experience with me. Sorry to let you guys wait, but thanks so much, guys, for the support. And yeah, see you in the next video when we will be hitting the track, which is actually this weekend. I'm super excited. But yeah, guys, see you, and until then, bye bye.
You know how I'm coming. Monday to Sunday, I be thumbing.